Hello everybody, I'm making this video to help the newer players get through this event, and in particular how to help newer players get to grip with the R&D system and how to use these Omega tech upgrades that are currently available during the event. So I'm here in airspace dock at the exchange. So the first thing is we'll start at the basics. So obviously there is an event on at the minute, the 11th anniversary event, and during this event, to get progress towards the event ship there, which looks very nice, you can do these various events that are listed here. Okay, and you'll be looking to get 2 progress points every day from doing those. And now one of the events, I mean you can choose whatever you want, but one of the events that is available is Omega Particle Stabilization. Okay, and the way that you can start that event is to come over to Q at airspace dock if you're a Starfleet player. If you're KDF, and I know there is a lot of new KDF players because of the recruitment event, you'll go to First City, and if you have a look at the map in First City you'll see Q marked there. First City's quite a big place. If you're new to it you probably get lost a bit, but if you look at your mini map on First City, I mean obviously I'm in airspace dock, but if you look on your mini map when you're in Quonos First City, then you will see the Q symbol on the mini map, and just follow to the Q symbol and you'll get to Q in First City if you're a KDF player that way. Now you want to come and you want to talk to Q, and you want to choose Omega, right, this one, Omega Stabilization Daily, and you would accept that. Okay, now when you do that you'll see that appearing there in your mission journals, and if you click that open it will tell you have to do 3, so you have to basically stabilize 3 of these molecules to get 1 progress token for the event. So basically you'll have to do this and also do something else in the event, so this alone won't get you your full daily progress, guys, just be aware of that. Now you'll want to stabilize 3 Omega particles, and it tells you there, you know, where the particles are. So there's a list there, you can just pick from any of the 3 locations there, okay, and stabilize your Omega particles. Now I'm not going to get into the mini game, guys, because it's self-evident, right? It's a wee mini game and you stabilize the Omega particles, and when you stabilize Omega particles you'll begin to collect these special crafting items here: Omega shards, blue Omega traces, yellow Omega traces, red Omega traces, right? So you'll begin to get the Omega traces, and if you're a bit lucky you might even get the old Omega sliver and Omega shard if you get a good score at the mini game. So you'll begin to collect lots of these Omega traces, and then what you would do is you want to go into your R&D system. So if you open this up you would select R&D, and if you get down to the bottom there you'll see special projects, and this is where you can craft your Omega tech upgrades. Okay, So there's everything there that you can craft. Now, when you've got enough, so basically what'll happen is you'll use omega slivers to craft omega shards, and the omega shards to craft omega fragments, and the omega fragments to start crafting your omega tech upgrades, of which there is 3 different types. And this is really a lot of the reason why I'm making the video, because I'm being asked questions left, right and centre, and instead of giving everybody individual replies, it's easier just to make this video, okay, and show you what your options are. So there is 3 different types. Now the devil's in the detail, guys. Read exactly what each one's going to do for you, okay? So they cost different resources and they will all do different things. So your basic omega tech upgrade here is 3 omega fragments, and it will give you a 25,600 tech points and a 4 times quality improvement chance with a 20-hour cooldown on it. Your next one is the Mark upgrades, which only cost 2 omega fragments. However, it does cost 3,000 refined dilithium, and that one will give you 124,000 tech points, no quality improvement chance, and it doesn't take any dilithium cost to apply. It's worth noting that none of these cost any dilithium to actually apply, although these 2 here do cost some dilithium to actually make. Right, so the final one is your quality upgrades. Again, that is 2 fragments. This time it's 5,000. Is it 5,500 there, I believe, refined dilithium, and that particular upgrade will give you +1 technology point and an 8 time quality improvement chance, and again, no dilithium cost to apply. So this to me is, you know, where the confusion is lying here, guys. Right now, why would there be 3, you might ask? The reason there's 3 is because each one of these upgrades will do a certain thing more efficiently than another one of the upgrades, and I'm going to show you how all that works, okay? So, and what I would say as well is, guys, grind these every chance that you get. See, when you're in the game at the minute, just basically put everything else to the side. Obviously get your dilithium refined and whatever, do your endeavours, but get these upgrades, and whatever time that you've got available in the game, get out and get grinding these upgrades, right? Because they're once a year and they're awesome, totally awesome, okay? Now, as you see here, I have been doing my grinding and I've got some upgrades. I've got some upgrades at every different type of the omega upgrades, okay? Now, I'm going to show you the various options that you've got for upgrading. I'm just going to come away from here now, somewhere quiet. Right, we'll just come down here at the right a minute because it's quiet. So, I'm going to show you how each one of these upgrades works, right? So, I've got a polo, and what I'm doing just now is I'm crafting myself some epic Polaron weapons for this tune, just to give her, you know, a different flavour for the phasers that she normally uses. So, before we even come to that, just a quickie on the crafting. How do you craft things in this game? So right, so you open up your tab there, your duty officers tab, over to R&D, and you'll have all your R&D skills listed here, right? So just say I wanted to craft a phaser beam array, for example. I would open up my beam skill, I would come down, find beam arrays, select that. Now, there's 6 different energy types. Use this drop down menu to select what your preferred energy type is. So let's say it's a phaser beam array. Guys, always craft them at Mark 2 for the purposes of upgrading, and you'll see why that is in a moment. So do not craft them any higher than Mark 2, guys, right? You would confirm. You'll need an energy weapons officer, right? Again, which have a few. Now, you want to try and get these at very rare, guys, right? And what will affect the quality that you craft them at is partly the mark, but also partly the quality of the duty officer and your crafting skill. So you see here it's recommended crafting skill 10. Again, I'm at 15, so I'm well above that. So that puts my current skill to 165, which is well above the required level, and that's why I can craft these at very rare. Now, if for any reason you can't get these up to very rare, guys, and you do want them at Mark 2, very rare for doing this, very important, right? If for any reason, you know, as I say, if for any reason you can't get them up to very rare, you do have the option of using catalysts and stuff that you can buy off the exchange. That would boost your crafting skill, right? Plus 25 crafting skill, and give you a better chance at getting them at very rare. Now, if for any reason you cannot get them at very rare yourself, right, you don't have much money, or your crafting skills is low, and you don't have high quality duty officers, you do have the option to come to the exchange, right? So what I would do is, right, so I've got a map too, so you begin here. Again, I've got one crafted, so I can just slot that in. But if no, you would just search under whatever you wanted. So they are phaser dual cannons Mark 2. It could be, phaser beam array Mark 2, right? But you'll want to put it up to very rares, right? So I've got phaser dual cannons Mark 2, very rare, and search. And there you see you can buy them on the exchange, guys, right? 100 grand at the minute, which is not too bad, and that's exactly what you're looking for. So again, you can come on here if you've got the money and just buy them at Mark 2 very rares, right? And that's always an option for you, okay, if you can't craft them. Right, so covered that. So you've got your Mark 2 very rare weapon that you want to upgrade, okay? And for me, I'm actually going to do this live for you, just to show you, right? So there's no misunderstandings about what's happening. As I said, I'm making some Polaron weapons, and I'm going to upgrade this turret. Again, this turret, I just crafted it myself the way I showed you. I do still value the pen modifier, right? And I know it's not necessarily the meta, but again, I do like it on my build. So just bear in mind that pen modifier, you'll have to craft that yourself if you do want the pen modifiers, but they're no meta anymore, guys, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. And always remember, right, you can re-engineer, but you can't re-engineer these specific, like the pen modifiers or rapid modifiers, right? But you can always re-engineer your crit H, and if you want crit D and damage. So just remember that these are re-engineerable at any time for you as well, okay? Okay, so I've got my Polaron turret here that I'm going to upgrade, right? So upgrade item, right? So you just come in, and then you'll see the upgrade screen. So I've got the 3 different types of Omega upgrades here. I'm going to show you what each one would do, right? So here's a Mark upgrade, right? So what would that do? basically it would give me 124,000 tech points to apply to that aim, which would level it up to, I don't know, probably about a mark 10 or something like that. However, you need to look at the detail, guys. That zero quality improvement chance. Zero, right? So what you basically have if you do choose is you would end up, if you used that on that, you'd end up with like probably a Mark 10 very rare polar on turret. Right? Great. No. It is an option. You can go and you can sell that in the exchange and make a few bucks. And to me, that's pretty much would just be a waste of that tech upgrade in my opinion, right? But if you need money, it's an option. So I would not put that on there. I'll show you later on when I would use those, right? So what I want to do is, firstly, I want to get that ready up. I want an epic weapon. The object here is to have all epic weapons, right? Which you can easily do while this event is running. Now, if I put in a normal Omega Tech upgrade, right? This is the ones that cost the 3 fragments and no dull cost to craft, right? So it's your bog standard Omega Particle Tech upgrade. So what'll it do? It will give me 25,000 tech points and a 20% chance of an upgrade to the next rarity level. So basically, it's a punt, right? And the RNG is no going to be in your favour, guys, right? It's only a 20% chance. Now, the way things work is, let's just say I apply that and I get lucky, and it goes up to, an ultra rare on upgrade. That chance would then decrease again. I can't remember off the top of my head what it'd be, but probably down to about 10% or something like that. And again, that's quite a big if, because you've only got a 20% chance of that upgrading. So your chances of getting that to epic before those tech points run out is low. Right, it is on the low side, and I can tell you that for sure because I've did it plenty of times myself. Right, so it's a punt, right, and you might get an epic one, you might get an ultra rare, or you might get nothing apart from 25,000 tech points, which would take it up to maybe, I don't know, about a Mark 8. So again, to me, if that fails, and it probably will fail, then you've pretty much wasted that tech upgrade that you had to grind and also pay dilithium to make. So to me, guys, I mean, it's up to you. To me, I would not touch that with a barge pole, right? RNG is the RNG is just too heavily against you for to waste tech upgrades like that, right? So your third option is to come in and use a quality tech upgrade, guys, right? And these are the ones at the minute that are being overlooked by a lot of people. Okay. Now, what does this upgrade do for you? So this is the quality tech upgrade. It gives you one tech point, but it gives you a 100% chance of achieving the next upgrade to ultra rare on upgrade. Right? That again, the devil's in the detail, and that's it there. Okay, so it's 100% chance, but you've only got the one tech point. So what you would do here is, and in fact, I'll do it just now. So I'm going to apply that. It's no dilithium cost, remember, okay? So I'll apply upgrade. Right, it's done. So I know that when I fill out those tech points, take it up to the next level, Mark 3, it's definitely going to go to an ultra rare quality, right? So what I would do now is, right, and again, you've got to be, and what I would say is as well, guys, see when you upgrade, and this is a thing I don't like about this system, it'll automatically slot another one in there. So be careful, right, because, in this case, I do not want to put another upgrade in there. It would be totally wasted, so I'll clear the slot. Make sure you get and clear the slot, guys, right? Or you'll end up wasting upgrades. Okay, so that's the way it's sitting at now. It's Mark 2, very rare. It's only got one tech point, but it's got 100% chance to upgrade to an ultra rare in the next upgrade. So, what I would do now is I would come in and I would just find an ordinary tech upgrade. So, look there, a basic cannon's weapons tech upgrade. Right now, you don't want to be using a high level tech upgrade on this at all, because the higher the mark of a weapon is, the harder it becomes to improve its quality, and I'll show you what I mean. Right, let's see, let have a go. Right, here's a Mark 12 space weapon. So let's just say I take that and I slot it in and I want to upgrade that, and I put in an Omega quality tech upgrade, right? 14%, guys. Now remember, when I did that on a Mark 2 item, it was 100%. So you've got to appreciate, this is why you always want to craft at Mark 2 and start doing these upgrades at the lowest level, because it gives you the highest chance of the upgrade. So just remember that, guys. Now, it can still be done, right? If you've got, let's say, a Mark 12 rep weapon or something like that you really, you're really determined to get upgraded to epic during this event, it can be done, right? Because as you see there, it's a 14% chance, right? I want to touch it at that, right? But what you can do is you can use these tech boosters, right? So this one, a 2 times tech improvement chance, and that'll boost up to 29%, right? You buy these on the exchange, guys, these tech boosters, or they drop for R&D boxes, okay, and they are useful for this. So if I was going to do that, just say I had set my mind there to get this weapon to epic, right? I would do that, right? But I wouldn't upgrade it right away. What I would do is I would apply the upgrade. That would take it to 29%. I would repeat, and you can work it yourself. If I do that 3 times, I'm going to have it to 90%, and then maybe just one more of these upgrades, which was a 14%. So that's exactly what I would do. I would do that 3 times, and then finally just one of these without the accelerator. That would take that to 100%, and then I would slap in an upgrade to take it to the next level, and then so that I know for sure it'll go to ultra rare at Mark 13. When I've got to ultra rare Mark 13, I can repeat that process. I could just start to stack these on it again, and the next time it's going to go to epic. Right now, that's going to be very expensive, guys, but I'm just letting you know that that is an option, okay, for you. It's not an option I would use. Okay, to me, you're better just to wait and get ultimate tech upgrades, which they do dish out fairly often in this game. When you start to get anything above, I would say, like a Mark 10 is going to start to become very expensive to do it that way, and these upgrades and accelerators, right? So, just to let you know that. So, back to our Polaron cannon that we're upgrading here. So, upgrade item. Right, so we had a 100% chance to go to ultra rare. So what I would do now is just stick in a low upgrade. You don't want a lot of technology points, guys, right? Ideally, you just want to take it up even, maybe just to like a Mark 3. However, the lowest upgrade you can get is this basic cannons upgrade, which you can either craft yourself or buy from the exchange. That gives you 2,000 tech points, right, which will take it up to above Mark 3. However, it'll no matter, right? Now that will cost me a wee bit of dilithium, guys, right? Fair enough, I don't mind that. Okay, so what I would do is apply the upgrade item, and you notice there that it's went to an ultra rare there, as you would expect. So I've got some technology points there, so I need to keep spending them, right, till that upgrade is finished. And there it is finished, right? So I went up there to a Mark IV very rare with that basic tech upgrade, which is great. That's it. That's what I wanted, right? Because again, the lower the mark, the more effective the quality upgrade's going to see. So if I go back in now and I slot in this quality tech upgrade, we see that again we've got 100% chance. So because it's still only Mark IV, it's still giving us the full effect of that upgrade, right? And so again, just to emphasise, if you go up to too high a mark, guys, you're going to begin to no get 100% on this, and you don't want that. So keep it low, right? So again, I'm just going to really repeat what I did before. I know for an absolute fact that when this upgrades, that it will go to an epic. Remember, I'm only adding the one tech point, okay? But it's the quality improvement chance that matters. So I apply upgrade, it's done. I've got 100% chance of an epic weapon. I clear the slot, right? And now that I know that I can go to an epic when I upgrade, I can just basically, you know, go for it now in terms of tech points and try and get it upgraded as much as I can. I know it's going to go to epic, so I can't get any further quality upgrades. So you just want to now slap as many tech points into that and get it up as high as you can, right? So what I would do now is I would use a mark upgrade, an Omega particle tech mark upgrade, right, which is going to give me 124,000 tech points, and I would also use an accelerator on it, which would double my tech points, right? So a massive amount of tech points there, right? So I'm going to apply this, no dilithium cost, so apply upgrade. There it went. So there you seen, went to epic on its upgrade. So I'm just going to keep throwing the rest of these points into it and see how high it goes.
The shuttle to Saturn will leave in 0830 hours.
There we go. Field upgrade. So there we go, guys. It went to a Mark 12 Epic, right? And that was just using 2 quality upgrades and 2 mark upgrades and 2 accelerators to get myself an epic weapon, right? So to me, that's worth it. Again, you know, it takes the RNG out it altogether, right? Simple as that. You're going to get an epic weapon, right? And now that I've got my epic weapon, and what I would say is as well, guys, you didn't have to use an Omega accelerator. I just did it there because I had one and I had the, so you know, that's obviously giving me the most tech points in my world. But you can use, once you had it up to epic, it's just, you know, you can use any tech upgrades that you've got. Omega tech upgrades or just normal tech upgrades, right? Obviously, you know, it'll start to cost you dilithium and stuff like that if you do that route, you know. If you've got the mark upgrades, that's the most efficient way to do it, but you can upgrade them using any upgrade, any, you know, any of the upgrade methods. It'll just take you longer and cost you more dilithium to get it up to Mark 15. So what I would do again is I would just really repeat that because I've got quality tech upgrades. I would just slap in an upgrade, slap in a technology booster, rank upgrade, and obviously make sure it is the right upgrades you're using. It's a mark upgrade, a booster, and hopefully this should take us up to Mark 15. Well, no quite, no quite. Right, so Mark 14 this time, so I've got about 100,000 tech points to feed into it. At that point, it's not going to be efficient to use one because you'll overshoot it. That's worth 124 and I'm just looking for 100,000. So what I would probably do is use a Phoenix Universal Tech upgrade. Get these from the Phoenix boxes, guys, by the way, and they're worth 51,000, and then maybe a technology booster. Yeah, that's going to do it. So that's going to take me up to 168,000. I'm looking for 160,000. Okay, so that's going to do it for me. So that's what we'll do. There we go. So that's that. I've got it now. A Mark 15 Epic Polaron turret, and as I said, once you've got it up, you can just basically re-engineer it to suit yourself, guys. Okay, so hopefully that has made things a lot clearer to everybody. And you know, it is confusing for the newer players because you'll not be used to the crafting or all these, you know, all these different types of Omega Tech upgrades, right? So that, in my opinion, is the most efficient way to use these Omega Tech upgrades. If, and it's a big if you want to craft yourself sets of epic weapons. Okay. Now remember as well, you know, you can make a lot of money out of this, guys, right? So alright, there's no one on, but I mean, just as an example there, right, just take that out because again that's, the mods are specific. But for an epic Mark 15 Polaron turret, cheapest one's 22 million. So you know, not only, again, I'm going to be using this for myself, but we all, you know, this event's on for like another 20 odd days. You know, you can craft yourself as I'm doing, like multiple. I'm crafting myself, you know, a set for every energy type of epic weapons, and I would also expect, you know, once that's done, that I'll be able to craft these and just start to sell them for profit in the exchange. Right, so again, you know, 22 million, not to be sneezed at just for a turret there. So I think I've pretty much covered everything there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything really else I want to cover in the video, guys. Hopefully that has sorted out a lot of the confusion about how, you know, what I'm doing myself to get myself weapons, right? Other people will have their own particular, you know, ways of doing things and that, but I think that's gave you a good broad overview, you know, how to do things, and in particular how, if you're a newer player, this is your big chance, guys, to get yourself, you know, loads and loads of epic weapons, right, for like every toon on your account and like every energy type. Right, so go out there and fill your boots. Now if there's anything that I have forgot to cover, you can always give me a shout in game or drop it in the comments. Right, okay, so hopefully that's helped everybody there, and I'll see you all again in the next video. Bye.